Hi everybody, I am in my backyard right now and I am going to show you some of the things that I've found in my backyard. There's not a whole lot that's growing yet, so mostly I'm finding things and I'm collecting things that are left over from last year, either from trees or from my garden. And why I'm collecting them is something I'm hoping you will do in your yard too, is I have these materials so that birds can use them to build their nests. Like here is a nest that won't be used again this year because birds only use their nests 1 year, small birds, and that we would find in our yards. And this nest, you can see, has all sorts of leaves and twigs and parts of plants. It's starting to come apart, but last year when it was used by the birds, it would have been probably stronger than this and it looked in better shape, but this has gone through the winter. So don't take down any nests that you find. If you find them in the next bunch of months, don't take them down because those are being used. But if you find one in the winter time, that's okay to take one. And I think they're cool to look at up close. So let's look at the materials that I found, and I'll tell you what they are and give you an idea of the size of things. All these things are pretty small. I don't know exactly what size, but we're looking at giving nesting material for birds that are small that be around our houses, not like a big giant bird like a duck or a blue heron or something, but nesting birds that we see. And so what we have here are from plants. These are from plants. Here's small twigs. They say dead twigs are what we should use. This is straw from my compost. These are from a pine tree. These little guys are from a spruce tree. Those won't work because they're not long enough, I don't think. Here's a bunch of leaves. We have maple and oak and magnolia leaves. They're all dead, and that's okay. As you saw in the nest, they use dead leaves. And here's from my plant. And I thought it was going to be neat if I ever saw it's neat if you ever see a nest that has a feather in it. It doesn't have to come from the bird, but birds definitely use feathers as part of their nests. I went to the Lab of Ornithology website, which is a place that many of you have visited, and I learned some things that they say not to put out for birds. Anything that's plastic or tin foil or yarn even, because a lot of yarn isn't made out of natural materials. So anything natural that's smallish that you think a bird might use, you don't have to know for sure. Just put it out and they'll take it if they can use it. You can leave it in piles, little piles, maybe out in the open. Try different places, near a place where near a house or a building maybe where they won't blow away, because already my piles here were blowing away. But I didn't make them into a big messy pile that they can pull from. You can also put them in trees, like in the crooks of trees or in between pieces of bark in a tree. You can stick them in there. These are all places that birds look. I've been hearing a bird in the early morning at my house over a windowsill. I have not been lucky enough to see the bird, but there's one who's scoping it out for a nest. This is the time when you may be lucky enough to see a bird building a nest or see a nest. If you do find a nest, and some of them you can get close to because they build them on porches or something, don't. It's tempting to get really close, but be careful not to disturb the bird and not disturb the nest with the eggs, because then the parent, it may really upset them and they may, I'm not sure what they'll do, but they're not going to be happy with it. So let's see if you can find something in your yard. Maybe it will be, maybe you live in apartments and there's not a lot of messy things around your yard like there is in mine, but under trees, under bushes, you might find dead twigs, or you might find dead leaves. Those would be good to use. So small things that you find wherever you are. If you're lucky enough to live near a field, maybe you'll find some milkweed, or maybe you'll find cotton what do you call it? Cattails, things like that. All those things, not only what I found, whatever you can find that you think a bird might use. All right, have fun finding.